What's up, YouTubers? Red Crimson Gaming here. Today, I have some pictures of the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons, allegedly. These are the pictures that's floating around on the internet, and I got them for y'all right here. We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to talk about it. So, as you can see right here, right now, these are some shots from the back of the Joy-Con and the side of the Joy-Con. So, as you can see, it has bigger SL and SR buttons than the buttons that's on the current Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. You can see the magnetic rail slots in the middle, and there's a sensor right here that resembles a sensor on a keyboard mouse. And to add to that, if you look closer, there is a little button right next to the SL button on the Joy-Con. So now I seen a video online that the Switch 2 Joy-Cons may be able to be used as a mouse, and if that's true, that's dope. None of us seen that coming. I didn't see that coming, but if you can use it as a mouse, that'll be fire as hell, man. That opens up the possibilities, all kinds of weird possibilities for the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con. And from my measurements, and don't quote me guys, judging from the pictures, it looks like the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons will be an inch taller than the current Joy-Cons we have now on the market. So I guess it will fit your hands a lot better. Yeah, and moving along here, guys. So the motherboard have leaked for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it seems like, yes, where we'll be using, well, not us, but it seems like Nintendo is going with NVIDIA, the T239 chip, 12 gigs of RAM. Yes, sir. So, let that sink in. And I've also seen other news that they're saying that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be as powerful as a PS4 Pro, or slightly less powerful than a PS4 Pro. And a few years ago, people were okay with the fact that a new Nintendo Switch running the same power level, frame rate, and graphic wise as a PS4 is sufficient. And so right now, people are on the fence about that. The people are divided. Some people are kind of disappointed, and some people are cool with it. But you can never please people, man, because back in the days they said a Nintendo Switch that can run the same as a PS4, they're going to be cool with it, they're fine with it. And now some people have a problem with it, but more so, a lot of people really don't care. People are fine with the fact that it's close to PS4 Pro in power. Now, my expert opinion, guy, just by looking at the specs, even on paper, the Switch 2 seems more powerful than the PS4 Pro, honestly. I mean, it's using a T239 chip, which is somewhere equivalent to the RTX 2050, which is a significantly more powerful GPU than what's running in the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. And not to mention, it has 12 gigs of RAM. So that alone lets you know that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a lot powerful. And add to the fact that it'll be using DLSS upscaling, which Nintendo has already confirmed that it'll upscale the Nintendo Switch 2 to 4K 30 FPS. So that alone lets me know that it's way more powerful than the PS4 Pro, because the PS4 Pro wasn't really a 4K system. The Xbox One X was more so. And I expect the Nintendo Switch to blow past both of those systems, honestly, with its newer architect. And with DLSS, I think it'll push a system in between the Series S and the PS5, because there's some things in the Switch 2 that's actually a lot better than the PS5, like the ray construction. So we'll be getting better ray tracing. But like I said, guys, we won't know until the system is out, we have it in our hands, or Digital Foundry or one of these tech heads get a hold of the system and dissect it. But I believe, honestly, especially with what the current Switch was able to pull off with its 4 gigabyte of RAM and the Tegra X1, and we were getting these 4K games like Wolfenstein 2, The Witcher, and Doom Eternal, for examples, man, I have no doubt in my mind that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be very, very capable. It doesn't need to be the most powerful. It just needs to be able to run these games, especially at a base 60 FPS. And if it's not using 4K, DLSs also could be used to give the system better frame rates, where we can get games anywhere from 60 to 120 hertz, and that'll be really good. I prefer frame rates over graphics anyway, so that'll work out for me. But everybody's excited about this thing. Everybody is waiting for this thing to be announced by Nintendo, and Nintendo has between January and March to unveil this thing. So that's the time frame that we're looking at. That's the time frame they actually kind of put out there for themselves. That's their stretch goal personally. So we'll see, man. But as the days goes on, the weeks goes on, we're starting to get more and more leaks off of Nintendo Switch 2, and they all seem legit, because all those pictures that leaked of the console, what it looks like, the Joy-Cons, the motherboard, we all thought that was like fake and mock-up, but it seems like this time around, guys, it may be legit, because they keep on resurfacing and we keep on seeing more details on even the Joy-Cons. And these Joy-Con pictures I just showed you, that doesn't look like any AI. It looks actually official. So as far as like the games that's coming out for it, they said a new Mario Kart in the vein of something similar to Double Dash, where you have the driver and you have the other person on the back that's attacking. So we'll see how that goes. Also, Custom Robo, the GameCube game, never played it. If it's good, let me know in the comment section. I heard they're getting a remake to that game, or a part 2 to that game. And also my favorite, Breath of the Wild remaster. And Nintendo first announced this game back a couple years ago at Gamescom, showed developers behind closed door Breath of the Wild running in 4K at 60 FPS. So there you have it, guys. I think the Switch 2 is going to be a very, very capable system with the newer tech that we have now and how far technology has come, especially with the help of DLSS. I have no doubt in my mind that Nintendo can take a 720p game, a 540p game, and push it to 1080p to 4K with very high frame rates. So we're all familiar with DLSS right now, for those of you guys who have RTX graphic cards, and even AMD with their FSR. So that'll definitely help push Nintendo games, Switch 2 games to be exact, to 4K, 30 FPS, and higher frame rates at higher frame rates whenever Nintendo see it possible, guys. Sorry, guys, got my words mixed up right there. So that's all I have to say about the Switch 2, guys. I'm just as excited as everybody else, and moving forward, we're gonna keep on continuing to get leaks on this system until Nintendo unveils it. But Nintendo will unveil the system whenever they feel like, regardless of the leaks, because the masses, the everyday casual gamer, is not really digging for news on the Switch 2 like us hardcore gamers and YouTubers that see out there that's actually putting the news out. So yeah, guys, that's about it, man. So just leave your comments in the comment section, and like and subscribe if you're new to my channel.